Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a new YouTube video. As you guys can see, it's already dark over here in Belgium. Normally I was already hitting the gym because I was going to the gym straight when I was done with work, but something happened. I got car problems, my starter was broken, lost a lot of hours, so I took my pre-workout meal around 2 in the afternoon, and I thought I would be training around 5, but it's 6 now, so it's been about already 3 to 4 hours that I ate my pre-workout meal. But nonetheless, I'm gonna focus on that. What I want to show you today in this YouTube video is my leg day. So I'm gonna film my leg day, and I'm gonna explain to you how I set up my leg days. This workout video that you guys are going to see from my leg day, it's not an all-out leg day, okay? So I'm gonna do completely hamstrings and quads and calves, but I'm gonna be training at an intensity around 85%. Why? Because it's more like a deload training. You guys know that I was on a diet, and I'm rebounding right now, so I'm slightly upping up the calories, and so I'm slightly upping the intensity in my workout. This workout that you guys are going to see, it's not my heavy all-out workout for my legs, but you guys are going to get the idea. So I'm going to do a type of voiceover video, and please let me know if you guys like this type of videos when I do a voiceover, or if you guys like it more if I more personally talking into the camera while I'm training. Okay, so about the training, so you guys are going to see an 85% intensity training. So I'm going to focus more on contraction, execution, all that kind of stuff, more so for pump. I'm going to be doing 12 to 15 reps with each exercise, so I'm going to be focusing more on the pump. Okay, so right, so I came back from the garage. Helped me out really quickly because I cannot live without a car, because I gotta go to the gym. I just took my apple juice, 3 grams of carbs that I have an hour before the workout, and I took it together with my injectable carnitine. Yes, I'm still using the injectable carnitine because I want to manage the fat gain in the off season as well. So I don't want to get too fat because I'm more like an endomorph type, so I get fat really easily. So I just took my apple juice. I'm gonna wait for half an hour. The gym is from here, from where the garage is. The gym is almost about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna wait in half an hour, and then I'm gonna take my pre-workout, which is, like always, 2 scoops of 7 gear and 5 capsules of the pumpies. Right? So I'm gonna be getting back on the road, and I'll see you guys in the gym.
Alright you guys, so I always start my leg day with some kind of a leg curl. So it could be a seated leg curl or a lying leg curl, but mostly it's going to be a seated leg curl. Now, before I was doing seated leg curls as a warm-up and as my first exercise, I always did some type of cardio. So I did the treadmill or the bike, or it could be the stairs, to get my knees warmed up. But I started noticing after a while that my knees weren't getting warm enough, so I was getting a little bit of aches in my knees. So I switched over, like almost everybody does, is leg extensions. But after a while I was also getting some knee pains from leg extensions, so wasn't also a great exercise to start with. So I switched over to lying leg curls. But also with lying leg curls, I noticed that I was getting lower back pains because my lower back wasn't warm enough. I didn't have enough blood into my lower body, so I wanted to get rid of the lower back pain. And the ideal exercise for this is the seated leg curl. So the seated leg curl, I really find that you can get that deep contraction and you can really feel that muscle, so you can get that mind-muscle connection, and you can really prime your muscle directly from the beginning, so you can get that mind-muscle connection throughout the whole workout. So what I do is 3 to 4 warm-up sets, but with each set I increase the weight until I find my weight to do my working set. So mostly my 4th warm-up set is gonna be almost gonna be my working set. So after I find a way to do my working set, I'll do 2 to 3 working sets, and as you can see here in the video, this is my working set. I keep the contraction for almost 1 second and slowly go out and pull my legs back and hold the contraction for a second. So this is how I start my leg day. So, okay, you guys, so this is the second exercise, and the second exercise is gonna be a lying leg curl. Mostly it's gonna be a lying leg curl. It could be one-legged standing leg curl, but mostly it's gonna be the lying leg curl. So, since I've already done enough sets with the seated leg curl, so I got a warm up and I got 2 to 3 working sets. Now I got a lot of blood in my lower body, but also in my lower back, so I don't get that lower back pain. And because I did seated leg curls in the beginning, I got that ultimate mind-muscle connection with my hamstrings, because you can really cheat on a lying leg curl by shaking your body forwards, by pulling up the weight with your whole body. So I do these slowly and controlled, and like I said in the beginning of the video, it is not my balls to the wall workout. It's just gonna be on contraction and slowly executing the muscle and feeling the muscle. So as you guys can see, I got control over the weight is not controlling me. So I do these for like maybe 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Okay, right, so for the third exercise, it's gonna be standing one-legged leg curls. This is an awesome exercise to isolate your hamstrings. So it's better to train unilaterally if you don't got a great mind-muscle connection with your muscles. So unilateral exercises are gonna help with that, to find that connection with your muscle. Now, I love this standing leg curl because it really gets that deep contraction, and you can really control the weight. You can see I'm not using a lot of weight. It's very light because, like I said, I don't want to go balls to the wall with this workout. It's just a slightly pump workout. So I want to get 12 to 15 reps with the right contraction and the right control over the weights. So and what I also like about this exercise is that this is great as a finisher by pumping all of that last blood in that muscle. After you have destroyed them, after 2 or 3 exercises already, you can pump up that last bit of blood in your muscle by going higher in reps. So I really love doing this exercise as a finisher, but it could be possible that I do this as my third exercise. And then I have 3 kinds of leg curls after each other, and then mostly I'll do a stiff legged deadlift like you're gonna see in this workout. So for the fourth and last hamstring exercise, I'm gonna do stiff-legged deadlifts, or as you guys can see, this is not really stiff-legged. This is more a variation of the Romanian deadlift because I got a little bend in the knee. The reason for that is because if I do stiff-legged deadlifts, I'm pretty much flexible in my hamstrings. So if I do stiff-legged, I go too deep down and I get mostly lower back pains and lower back pumps by doing stiff-legged. So I found out that if I keep the little bend in my knee, like with a Romanian deadlift, I get more stretch and more control in my hamstrings, so I can really contract my hamstrings and really feel my hamstrings working. So for me, this is the best form of doing some kind of hip impingement movement. So this is mostly a finisher for me. Usually I don't go too heavy with my finisher movements. Mostly I'll always do 12 to 15 reps with good control. Okay, right, so hamstrings are done, so time to move over to quads. So I always start my quad workout with some kind of leg extension. So as you guys can see, I'm doing my leg extensions one-legged. I used to do them two-legged before, but after a while I got some more knee pain by doing them two-legged, and I don't feel my quads really good if I do them two-legged. I think that is because one leg is stronger than the other one. And I think I got something pinching in my hip that is hindering me by feeling the right mind-muscle connection with my quads. So I need to get that loosened up by some massage therapy. But I always do one-legged leg extension, like I already said. If you don't feel a muscle, try training them unilaterally and you will get a better mind-muscle connection. So I always do leg extensions around 12 to 15 reps, never a heavy weight, because this is a really dangerous exercise for your knees. So also, like I said, I always warmed up. There was a time that I warmed up with leg extensions, but after a while I was getting knee pain. But now, if I put my quads in second in my leg workout, it doesn't matter if I do my leg extensions as my first quad workout, because my knees are already warmed up from the hamstrings before. So as you guys can see, really contracting, holding, and slowly controlling the weight down. Right, contract, slowly contract. So this really gets a really great mind-muscle connection with my quads. So for the whole workout, I have a great connection with my quads by doing these. Right, so the sixth exercise, or my second quad exercise, is gonna be this type of hex squat. Now, most people don't like this exercise because it gives them a lot of knee pain, but the reason for that is that people go too deep with this exercise. They squat too deep down. This isn't an exercise to do really ass to the grass squats with. So because of the angle your body is in. So you really go to 90 or a little bit past 90, and then you push from there out. So as you guys can see, I'm really focusing on lowering my body and then contracting my quads as I get up. You see, I don't fully lock out my legs, because if I do that, my glutes and my hamstrings will take over and I don't feel any more tension in my quads. So I really love this exercise. You can really pump up your teardrop with this one. And of course, foot placement is important as well, because if you put your foot higher up on the pad, you're gonna do more glutes and hamstrings. If you put them lower on the pad, like I have them now, you're gonna target more the quadriceps. So if you put your feet wider from each other, you will do more inner thighs, and if you put them neutral or more together, you're going to do overall quad or more outer quad sweep with this exercise. So I really love this one. It really gives me a good pump. So for the 7th exercise, or my 3rd quad exercise, is going to be a 45-degree leg press. So I really like this leg press because, as you guys can see, the foot platform is following your ankle mobility, so you don't have a fixed position in your ankle mobility. Also, with this one, a lot of people go too deep with this exercise and they get a lower back pain. Just follow the natural way from your body. So go to 90 or slightly past 90 degrees to hit your quads. Also, as you guys can see, I don't fully lock out because I want to keep tension on my quads. If I lock out, I will do more on the hamstrings and glutes. Also, with this exercise, like previous exercise, with that hack squat, is foot placement is also important. So if you put your foot higher up on the platform, you're going to target more hamstrings or glutes. If you put your foot wider from each other, you're going to hit more inner thighs. And if you put your feet neutral or more together, you're going to get more overall quad or more outer sweep from your quad. So as you guys can see, I'm really controlling the weight down, holding it for half a second, and then squeezing it out and holding it there for a second. And then it's time for calves, which everybody loves training because it's such an easy muscle to train because they grow like weed. Yeah, right. I wish that was true. No, but all jokes aside, I always start my calf workout with a standing calf raise, because if I start with a seated calf raise and then go over to a standing calf raise, I don't get a really good contraction in the standing calf raise. Now this machine here is a machine from Hoist. So this is following your body, so your whole body is moving. So I really love this machine because you can get really good contraction, but also a really good stretch. So I love these Hoist machines. So we also got with us in the gym a leg extension from Hoist. So I really love doing this exercise. And since I've been doing this standing calf raise, I must say that my calves have improved a little bit. So mostly I'll do 12 to 15 reps for calves. Sometimes I will go really heavy and do 8 to 10 reps, but here I'll do 12 to 15 to really pump them up. And then as a finisher, and my last exercise is gonna be this seated calf raise. I really love this machine because there are a lot of calf raises that I don't really feel my calves working, but this one is a really good machine. So a lot of calf raise machines don't get really that good deep stretch in your calf, but this one really does it really good, and the contraction is phenomenal on this machine. So also, like with standing calf raises, I'll do 12 to 15. Sometimes I do with a seated calf raise, I'll do 20 to 25 reps, but here today I'm doing 12 to 15 reps. So as you guys can see, I'm slowly controlling the weight down and pushing it back up really under control. So I really want to get that contraction. So I hold for a second and then go down and hold it down for a second. So really feel that stretch, because it takes your mind almost a second to make that connection with your muscles. So mostly with every exercise, I hold for a second as well in the contraction as in the stretch.
Okay, you guys, that was it for leg day. Hope you guys liked the video. I'm enjoying my post-workout meal right now. It's around 80 grams of Rice Crisps with 30 grams of whey protein isolate coconut flavor. So please do comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button to get updated if I upload another video. And I want to thank you all for the support you guys are giving me doing these videos. So see you next time.